most of human civilization, we believed that life could only exist on the surface of our planet.
Guys, welcome back to my channel and time for another episode of Luke's Reviews. On today's video, after their gigantic showdown a few years ago, the two infamous titans are back on the big screen, this time round teaming up to take on a greater threat in Godzilla x Kong, the New Empire. With Kong now roaming free within the Hollow Earth, and Godzilla defeating any titans that pop up on the Earth's surface, it looks as if the squabbling Goliaths have it all figured out. But Godzilla appears to be prepping himself for an incoming threat, and Kong is about to uncover that there are many others like him too. Oh, and there are humans doing human stuff as well. It's probably best to understand what you're in for when going to see the New Empire. If you enjoyed Godzilla vs. Kong, it's very much the same. And Wingard is essentially directing this as a big budget Saturday morning cartoon. It's done in the same tone, the same style, and whether you end up enjoying the film or not will essentially depend on your appetite for those Saturday morning cartoons. And as someone who tuned in weekly to those sorts of things, I really enjoyed seeing Godzilla and Kong back on the big screen again. And cleverly, Wingard knows what the fans want to see. However much it was that you paid for a ticket, you are there to witness a giant lizard and a giant ape throw down with some good old-fashioned slobber knockers against a whole host of other giant creatures. If you just give us massive kaiju battles, citywide destruction, we'll be happy. And if you happen to have an intriguing, layered, thought-provoking plot in the process, fantastic! That being said, the New Empire does not have said intriguing, layered, and thought-provoking plot. Its story is about as dumb as a bunch of rocks. There are staggeringly huge leaps in logic. The human characters, for the most part, bring nothing to the table, and their development always seems to rely on the most unimaginable convenience. Nevertheless, the story does not detract from my overall enjoyment of what is just a series of great pay-per-view fights. The visual effects, though, are top-notch. Wingard and his team do an amazing job at giving you this ridiculously large-scale action, and you don't lose focus of what is happening. Even with towers crumbling down, atomic breath being fired out, you still get a good sense of the action unfolding. The third act, though, I won't beat around the bush here, it is a feature film version of what happens when you take action figures and you just smash them together. I had a blast. Something I did appreciate this time round was, as well as the humans just taking a bit more of a backseat, but it was that the screenwriters allowed Godzilla and Kong to be the ones to drive the story forward. Kong, in particular, he carries much of this film through long, extended sequences where no humans are present. There's no narrative exposition. There's also no dialogue. Through Kong, and Kong alone, he becomes the one telling the story. But like I said, the humans this time round, they're nowhere near as prominently featured, which is a bit of a blessing, but that's not to say that they're not unbearable. Millie Bobby Brown is nowhere to be seen, and her character, I always thought, just had no impact on the story whatsoever. Rebecca Hall instead assumes the lead role as her relationship with her adopted daughter Jaya. That's explored more, and it's okay to watch. Brian Tyree Henry is back as the hysterical conspiracy theorist podcaster, and Dan Stevens shows up as this wacky hipster Titan veterinarian who I'm sure only exists to give 80s rock and roll needle drops. Not that that's an issue, and I actually think Stevens kind of just leans into the ridiculousness of the role, and it works. Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire is the movie you likely think it is. Dumb as hell, it makes no sense if you stop to think about it, and will likely satisfy the simplest of minds. Which is why I'm happy to report that this simple mind was pleased indeed. Colossal kaiju action that threw everything into it and reveling in the Saturday morning cartoon vibes. Was the film polished? Absolutely not. But was it entertaining? Definitely. I'm going to give Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire a 7.5 out of 10. Anyway, guys, those were my thoughts on Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire, a film that is as dumb as the title. But have you seen it? What did you think? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. And my question to you, I would like to know if you could add one more monster into the mix to make it a triple threat, who would you add? That is all the time we have for today, so thank you very much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.
Hello, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have, make sure to click that like button, and if you aren't already, click that subscribe button too.